Roses. Available at Vallarta Supermarkets.
Of Second Date Update. More of the Roses and John Jay and Rich in the morning.
93.7 KRQ.
Jada. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
What's up?
I wanted to tell you guys this story about this past week when I went away with my college friends. And I wanted to see if you thought this was as weird as I thought it was. So we got stuck there another day because the flight was canceled. So I'm sitting there with 3 of my friends, and we're like, what else are we going to do besides get drunk? We get drunk, and one of my friends lets out that he has been telling my favorite story about my childhood, like my mom's favorite story to tell too, as his own to people.
Okay, so
the story is as follows. When I was in 3rd grade, the teacher called my mom and said, "Hi, I have put your daughter at every table now, and we love her so much. However," my mom said, "let me guess, she won't shut up." And the teacher said, "Well, how did you know?" My mom said, "If you figure out how to shut her up, let me know." And I guess my friend just thought, he was like, it's a funny story. It's just such a good line. I was like, I know it's funny because it happened to me.
Story stealer.
It just gives me such an ick. Yeah, it's like icky. Like, that's my story. We know all the same people, and you're out there telling them as if that was you. Like, get another story. Get a life.
Yes, Grant.
That reminds me. Have I ever told you the story about my son Kemp, who has a scholarship at
Yeah, Jada, it's almost like if you're not steal a better story somewhere else. Turn on Netflix. Take that story. And it's such a short story, too. Like, I think about this friend of mine named Jimmy telling me a story about when he was a kid. He was grounded. He was watching his friend's window. And his mom said, "Sit down." And he goes, 5 or 6, "Mom, ruining my life." Play. Cute story, right? Like, he thought his mom was ruining his life. Go play. Like, I wouldn't take mine. It's not that good of a story. It's not even worth repeating.
Here we are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Those good childhood gem stories though that are
Tell us
so
the story,
fun.
Peyton. Kid that you think someone could steal.
It's really embarrassing. Are you sure you want to get into it? Okay,
Yeah,
so I was in the 5th grade and I went to a Catholic school. So we had Spanish class. Don't you cue up that trollolololo.
What?
I see you over there.
Don't know. I want to hear this story.
Listen, so I was in Spanish class in the 3rd grade, and my Spanish teacher, her name was Senora Van Brent, and I was in the back, and apparently I was licking my desk, and I wouldn't stop licking my desk. And so she called my mom, and she was like, "Peyton won't stop licking her desk." And I vividly remember looking at Senora Van Brent with my tongue on my desk and just looking at her while we're going over numbers and And I'm just
So
like,
you're like this?
Yeah. I'm licking all around the desk.
That is so
3rd grade. And so she calls my mom, and she's like, my mom's like, "What do you want me to do, dude? She's 8. Tell her to stop licking the desk. Like, I'll talk to her when I get home." But Senora Van Brunt was so upset with me.
But Jada, friend's name that's stealing your story.
My friend's name is Brian.
Tell Brian that. Okay, here, I got one for you. Brian, the desk licker.
Desk licker.
Oh, my God.
That's what you...
Like, no offense to your story, Jada, but that's a great story. That's like,
Thanks.
holy crap, you're a desk.
Licker.
Wow.
Wasn't a nose picker, but a desk licker.
Oh, man. Maybe his name's not even sociopath.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I'm scared of
He's
Brad.
Birth certificate.
Yeah. All right, Jada. Well, thanks. You should do a radio station to tell that story and see if he tells that story.
He's the talentless Mr. Ripley.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
It's John, Jane, Rich.
What the fuck's going on there?
50 educators to be the most effective way to learn a new language. Focuses on conversation. And you can speak in confidence. Language and start at Babbel.com.
Introducing easy.
That's great. This day will any worse.
Hey everybody, welcome to Good Morning Football, presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky, live as always here in New York City, Wednesday, nearing the end of December. I'm Jamie Erdahl, there is Peter Schrager, there is Jason McCourty, and joining us, of course, the human joystick himself, Mr. Dante Hall.
What's going on, my peoples?
So good to have you. See you. Happy holidays.
Good to be seen. Happy holidays to you.
Last time we saw you, you were gallivanting across Germany. We know, how was that with the Chiefs and whatnot?
It was an absolute blast.
Yep.
A little bit of work and a whole lot of play.
Okay.
I have a question. Do you know how to catch a football?
A football?
Yeah, can you?
I do. Yeah, of course.
Do you want to suit up for the Chiefs?
I thought about it.
Okay, all right, okay. Just asking a question. Just asking a question.
Right?
Dante, that's what we do at the show. We
Yes.
talk about events, all right? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
hard-hitting question,
I went with it.
availability and all.
Yes.
You're gonna be your agent, if so.
Sorry. Me and
Nothing.
Chuck
We're
for
gonna talk about those Chiefs, all right? We're gonna get there. Maybe you have a problem to solve or two of theirs. Until then, let's talk about top of the AFC, top of the league block.
Big block.
The Dolphins picked up a huge win against the Cowboys on Sunday, and not only was it their 11th of the year, but it clinched them a playoff spot. Here is their head coach, Mike McDaniel, in the locker room celebrating after the game.
We ain't celebrating yet. You want to talk about some grown men going to war, not letting anything affect them. Capture this. If this doesn't tell you what this season's about, nothing will. This moment when you're asking yourself when it's dark and dreary, why the do we do this? This is why.
This is why, and it